Yeah, what's up guys? eXtine from X Television here. We got some awesome full-length Highlander coverage coming to you in just a second. It's going to be Inglorious Broadcasters versus Unbelievably Brave Sweethearts. This is some action from CP Coldfront Week 3 of the UGC Highlander League, and it's going to be quite a roller coaster, so stay tuned. But first, we had some very important messages from our sponsors. Yes, thanks to our connection with the Game Station, we have a great offer for you guys that also helps us out in the long run. If you check the description, you'll see the exact link to it. But if you guys go to netflix.com/xtv, there is a free trial offer, and if you end up taking up Netflix and subscribing to it, we will see a little something from that. And Netflix is a fantastic service. Unfortunately, it's not available in Europe. This is strictly a North America distribution thing. It's really awesome, though. You get DVDs delivered to your house or your dorm room or whatever, but you also get the capability to stream them online, whether you have an Xbox, a PS3, or a Nintendo Wii. You can also, stream it through a browser. And we really love Netflix. I've been on Netflix for a couple of years, and just the variety of stuff that they have for the online streaming is awesome. I've been working through a couple TV series. Party Down is fantastic, as well as an excellent selection of foreign films and action, drama, old school, sci-fi, basically anything you could want to watch ever. If they don't have it on the stream instantly, they have a fantastic DVD collection. Even to the point of if something has not been released yet, you can kind of go ahead and put a bookmark on it, and as soon as it is released, they'll work on sending it to you. So Netflix is really a fantastic program. It's cheap, and it's well worth it if you are a movie buff. So I highly suggest you guys check that out. It's a free trial, like I said, and if you do end up signing up with Netflix through that referral link, XTV will see a little something. So definitely support those guys, and so let's get right to the action, though. This is going to be an hour-long match, so we are going to split it up into two parts. And with all that said, let's get to the action of the first half. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe we have Inglorious Broadcasters in the blue falling right over their shoulder. We see our XTV live cameraman, Peter Mansbridge, with his unusual hat jumping around like a goofball. And Unbelievably Brave Sweethearts in the red. A little bit of a misstep from the demo there, trying to pull off some high caliber speed jumps, then running into the cliff. Definitely going to see how this mid-fight comes out here. Cayenne from the red team jumping in, very sloppily, I guess. I don't know, just one man versus 8 people, not working out so well for him. Red team's medic is also down, so with that lack of support, they're just dropping and chopping. Demo man's a little bit lit up, and blue team very strong control of the point. We see the gunslinger engineer is being used, and Don Newman, nice hat, Don. Don might be joining us for a cast real soon, or maybe even after this broadcast is posted. And Peter Mansbridge and his team really moving forward, taking this match in strong fashion. Or sorry, this round in this point. Man, this round isn't even finished. So Inglorious Broadcasters and Unbelievably Brave Sweethearts, UBs, I'll probably just start calling them UBs for short. They have a bit of a rivalry. Both teams were in the European Highlander Challenge, although Inglorious Broadcasters were knocked out, and there was a little bit of a trash talk between the two teams. So Professor Oak for the Broadcasters, trying to run around, mix it up. I was surprised that he was getting in there for as long as he was, but eventually taken out. And Wiggles getting a headshot on his opposing sniper. So a little bit of heads up there. Red Engineer running the gunslinger. Definitely maybe kind of an interesting choice for defending last. Usually, you have that time to set up your full sentry. Sniper, we see very briefly there, he's doing a really good job of hiding his dot. Scored a body shot on the red soldier, who's then taken out by the rest of the team. And the Demo Man for blue coming in here very strong and mixing it up. It's going to be 5 seconds before the red soldier gets back in here. But it looks like kills are happening. The red Demo Man picking up a couple kills. And wow, clearing everybody out. Wiggles going to have to defend the point all by himself. And that is... Oh. Staying alive. And finally batted down. It looks like Peter is able to roll out there. At least just in the nick of time through that teleporter to get some sort of D up. Nice forward teleporter from the blue engineer cow beef, which really is the only place you can get beef, so it seems a little redundant to me, but hey. Professor Oak, blue spy, he's gone down. Polk this red heavy. Oh, good. It's got to be some coordination there from Vincent Vega. Just knowing that heavy was very well lit up because he just came in there, hit him with that one shot, and backed out. You know, Highlander is all about, you know, class versus class, knowing what the situation of all the different classes are. I mean, it's still the numbers game, like 66, and 66, you know, has that like, oh, the medic's down, oh, the Demo Man's down. But Highlander, there's a little bit more of like, oh, the spy is down, the heavy is down. You know, let's do what we can right now. That's a pretty banging awesome unusual hat from Peter. Shiny gold. I don't know, Russian snow hat. Ushenko, right? Hopefully he doesn't get shanked while he's wearing it. And madness all over the boards. Highlander is a little tough to cover. Just so much camera work. So much action going on all over the map. We do have the uBs here. Peter doing pretty good with it, but they're definitely going to have to get out of here. It's a very slow escape so far. I'm actually surprised that they're getting as far out as they are. And very nice escape from the blue medic, though. Keeping the red Demo Man. Wow, guessing. Fantastic work by Calvi there. Really a tricky gunslinger, and then actually finishing off the medic with his robot hands. And blue team is getting some good stuff going on here, so they're going to be recapturing the second point and moving forward with ease. Blue engineer doing a good job, doing what he can, get things set up. Looks like blue team, you know, just building the Uber. Once they're ready to go with the Uber, they should definitely be pushing in and making the most of it. So of course, you know, you got to be cautious, all that. But if they take too much time, the red team is going to have their Uber up. Coldfront last point is very hard to attack. That's why a lot of players started to prefer the map Warm Front, which is just a slightly different variation. There's some small changes at last. I think there's like a shield behind the point, which makes it so that you can't just stand behind the point and attack forward. Good air blast there, pushing the medic all the way back. In the meantime, though, blue team's gotten 5 kills and a couple more to follow it up. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Inglorious broadcasters with the first round cap of. What was that, Luke? What was that? God, man. No, I'm just giving him shit. Lucky Luke produced this episode. Big shout out to him. It's taken me a little while to get to the commentary aspect of it, since we're pretty busy. On the rollout here, we saw that Polk was using the GRU. Definitely a great way to get to mid a little bit faster. I like how red is setting up now more this time, being a little bit more cautious. Blue soldier jumping out, Peter jumping around the corner, and taking out good combination fire from the red team. So red team, I think, getting the upper hand here, though. Although 5 of their 7 players very much in the red. Blue team definitely has a little bit more health. The Uber about to come here for the red team. Stuck at 98% though. There you go. It's finally getting it. And definitely crazy number trading game. Ira on the point. There's the Uber from blue team. Actually shoved that heavy up to the higher level. I don't think he can get up there unless I don't think there's any other way to jump up there regularly. But man, this is a very long mid-fight. Still rolling. Blue medic went down, so red team starting to have more and more of an advantage. Definitely have a good amount of time on the point. Peter Mansbridge, though, definitely a nice combo with Professor Oak. And wow, just like that, I mean, red team was just about to capture it. sloppy spy work comes in with its disguise still getting in place, and yeah, blue team holding on to it thus far. But you know, the way that Highlander works, if you lose a couple players early on, the middle fights just go so long that you can actually kind of stream some players back in towards the fight. But yeah, I mean, it looks like blue team is going to take this point. But a stronger middle fight from red, without a doubt. So still just chilling, getting set up. Red team, you know, very smart. You definitely got to pull back. See basically their whole team rallying around here. I don't know if anybody's watching the left flanks. You definitely, I mean, Highlander or 6v6. You know, once you've made that decision of like, okay guys, we're gonna form up and hold the second point. Oh wow, Professor Oak did not get a shot of it, but got a backstab on the heavy and on the medic. So huge kill there, opening things up. But you know, anytime you decide that you need to hold up, you need to play some defense, you gotta have players watching your sides. I mean, the spy obviously got in there, you know, undetected, was able to get 2 huge backstabs, and now things going forward. As a side note, it looks like the red medic is using the Vitasaw, which lets you keep your Uber charge after you die. He had like a 19% charge when he died, and then he showed back up with the same 19%. So that's definitely a helpful unlock. You know, the Uber Saw is pretty freaking awesome. So you know, it's tough to lose the Uber Saw. Kind of people in the 6v6 scene don't like the idea of Uber mechanics being thrown off like that. I mean, without that 19% that the red medic, you know, was able to save, the Uber charges would be even right now, or you know, very close. You know, and those type of split-second differences, you know, does make a huge difference. As you know, you're able to just really get your push timing down and push aggressively. You know, just having those few seconds of of the other team not having the Uber is so crucial. Sniping down the hallway here. Good Girardi. And the sniper is trading a couple kills as well. And we'll see what they can get going on here. But Hilldrift, the red engineer, getting a kill on Mansbridge, and Dag, the demo man. And then and some trash talk going on in the meantime. But very strong D from red team. They're going to have to get out there very quick if they're going to want to attack here. Taking out the sentry gun, but they're going to have to find... Oh yeah, there's the teleporter set up kind of in the same spot that it was. Oh, red medic's taking a lot of damage, down to 7 health. Counting on his regen right now. This has been a pretty good counterattack, though. Looks like here comes blue team. Red team's medic going down, and blue team starting to stream forward again. The teleporter, wow, very nice flank there by EndX. Taking out New Knight, the medic for the blue team. Sorry, I'm going to do these 2 commentary tracks back to back, so we're talking about an hour worth of commentary for me. Just flying solo. So I'll probably be, you know, staying quiet from time to time. Give myself a second to sip my coffee. Looks like red team again kind of persevering in the sniper war for a second. Always great to see in Highlander. Always have the sniper war going on, which is a fun dynamic. Blue medic takes a rocket to the face. Scout coming around as well. Gunslinger doing a nice job of securing the flanks. Index ended up getting getting picked off by Dag, the demo man, with a nice pipe. And then Cyan on the side there. Bit of setup. Red sniper trying to poke out the side. Good Girardi again. Blue sniper wearing the Razorback, which you know, just makes it so that the spy just can't blindly target you down. But in a Highlander, I mean, I don't know, it's almost worth just sacrificing your sniper to see where the spy's at sometimes, you know. And Girardi is what the red team sniper is rolling instead of the Razorback. And that's kind of how I prefer to go as well. You know, pretty good stuff by Cayenne there. I don't know, you know, bombing into an Uber and only taking out a sniper is maybe not the best use of your soldier. And that's what Highlander's all about, is, you know, how are you using your classes. 4 up, 5 up for red team, and I think there was actually, you know, a bit of an opportunity there for blue team, but you know, medic was not connected to the heavy, and some of the other players not quite able to get in there. So we are fully respawned once again, and getting ready to roll. Wiggles getting a snipe on the red pyro, trying to charge up another shot. I guess he was just paranoid about the spy. Lucky Luke doing a little commentating of his own through the camera work. It's like, excuse me? Did you just throw Girardi on me? But I guess you have to definitely try and just keep an eye out for Professor Oak. Gotta watch out for Professor Oak. I do not know what this heavy is doing. I mean, he's got the GRU out and he's trying to charge his medic's Uber. But a quick note to you guys, if you're trying to charge Uber, regardless of whatever class you are, do not stand next to a dispenser, because if you're getting healed by the dispenser, your Uber charges much more slowly. Fantastic backstab there by Professor Oak. Also have a back cap going into play, but Parable not able to get the damage in there. That's the blue soldier, and back cap is successful, connected, getting the sap on the blue engineer's gear. And really, you know, a lot of times in a 6v6, just how the numbers game works out, if you have a disastrous attack on last, you're gonna have to be fiercely defending the middle point. And I think, you know, that's kind of applicable here, but I think that the red team, they're not really surging forward, you know what I'm saying? They're taking their time a little bit, but if they had already had their numbers up on the cliff, you know, about 10 seconds ago, I think they would have been in a position to, you know, exert their local numerical superiority over the blue team. And that comes into play a little bit more on Highlander too. You know, sometimes you have players spawning, so, you know, the scoreboard is showing that it's 9 on 9, but if half their players are at the middle point and half their players are at spawn and all 9 of your players are at the middle point, you have local numerical superiority. Don't know about this Uber. Wow. Probably not quite what you want to do with the air blast. I mean, it was definitely trying to separate the medic. And, you know, I mean, I guess I can't hate too much, because blue team is clearing things up and it is working out. And here's where they need to surge. You know, get a quick cap onto, but also, you know, start to throw some other players forward. You know, to get some pressure, to get some kills. And look at this, yeah, to almost capture the last point. Oh, a nice round by the Demo Man. Got 2 kills, but, you know, now you kind of kept that rotation going. Oh, Professor Oak almost got the backstab there. Here's a very solid chance for Inglorious broadcasters to go 2 up. Scout, somebody needs to get on the point. Oh, the medic's on there. Medic versus medic. Scout's trying to get in there, and wow, finally, Peter's man's bridge combined with the Scout Vincent Vega and somebody else who was in there. But fantastic work there. So Inglorious Bastards definitely. I knew I was gonna do that. I did that actually in my first take on the intro. Called them by you know, the name of the Quentin Tarantino movie as opposed to Inglorious Broadcasters. And it looks like I slipped up and did it once again. Spy coming in here, Professor Oak, you know, he's going through the cliffside. Definitely get some good action there, but I mean, wow, red team is doing some work. Already got 4 kills, but they just need to, there goes Professor Oak. Oh man, getting tongue-tied. And yeah, red team also surging forward, so that's really good. That's what I like to see. That's what you gotta do. Oh wow, crazy, oh my god! Crazy flank by Cow Beef, and just comes in with that gunslinger robot arm and smacks the medic at just the right time. I think that's one of those, you know, I don't know, I do this sometimes as medic, just like, you guys should be killing this dude, you guys should be killing this dude, you guys should be killing this dude, and then he punches you in the face, and you're dead, and you drop Uber, so that really sucks. That really sucks. So Calbeef, I mean, that was a clutch kill right there, because I think that the unbelievably brave Sweethearts would have just used their braveness to push all the way into last with that Uber. That would be believably brave, but you know, without the Uber, that's not brave. That's stupid if they would have pushed in. So now they're chilling back and you know, just get things set up. Highlander, you know, mechanics are definitely interesting. You know, I think that 5 CP on Highlander still definitely works. I believe in it. I think sometimes the format is an issue. You know, just in the sense that, you know, they carry over the first to 5, 2 30-minute halves. But with, you know, Highlander CPs being a little bit more stalemating. A very nice puff of flames from Connected there for the Sweethearts. But with, you know, the more stalematy maps are more likely to go an hour, which sometimes gets pretty frustrating. So, oh, very nice sticky trap. Perfect timing from Dag. Takes out the heavy. So now it's just only the Demo Man in here with the Uber. Red Medic's going to get stuck behind. Scout lets that Demo Man take up the health pack, which is not good. Still gets the kill, though. And Red Team still bringing the pressure. Only a few players up. Vincent Vega on fire. Trying to hold off. I don't know about whipping out the bat, but wow! As soon as I say that, turns out he gets a double kill with 20 health left. So I guess I'm going to have to eat those words a little bit. Yeah, trying to get a close-up shot of that hat. Hat is sexy. You're welcome, Peter. You're welcome. So, yeah. Just a little bit of good old last point standoff. So you see, I mean, let's talk about Warm Front again a little bit. If there was a screen around that last point, you can't really just camp back here. You can't camp back here and then just jump onto the point. You actually have to move around it a little bit. So even just that small subtle change. Ooh, Spy is definitely thinking about going for it. Let's see if you get out of there. Barely. Peter's going to try and finish him off, but you got to shoot around that left corner a little bit. Definitely sloppy. I mean, I don't know. With that gunslinger, I don't see why not just backstab the engineer and then run off. You know, gunslinger's probably not going to kill you, and you'll also, I mean, you ended up just sapping the sentry gun and then running away, so you didn't accomplish anything. If you backstab the engineer, you accomplish something. Wiggles getting a snipe on Bolt, the heavy weapon for the red team. And they are in here. Looks like they must have come in from the other side. This attack not going so well for him. He's gotten some frags, but yeah, it's really just medic Demo Man and a gunslinger sentry. Nice gunslinger. But actually, yeah, Don Newman, the blue pyro, didn't take too much damage from that. Was doing all right. The Milk going out, as well as a Girardi. Milk on the heavy and the Demo Man. I think definitely we see, just with the congestion of the higher numbers, you know, some of the weapons that are kind of, I mean, they are very powerful, but you get into the sixes situation and they become extremely powerful. I mean, especially with skilled scouts and stuff, you know. I'm thinking of the Milk in particular. The Milk is pretty crazy, you know. You can hit somebody with the Milk as they round the corner, hit them with a shot or two, and then get back to full health. I mean, especially if it's a heavy, you know. So it's a good heavy counter weapon, but also I think just with having so many more teammates around you, usually, it's not as like crazy overpowering in Highlander. Also, the fact that you don't have 2 scouts, you know, makes a significant difference. Comes Snack Attack, going for a sneak attack. Good deep cloak. Nobody's noticed him so far. And there is the enemy sniper, but surprisingly, oh, yeah, I mean, a little bit of sloppiness there from the broadcasters. You know, I mean, 2 snipers running around. You got to be able to spot that stuff real quick. That's definitely one of the problems of that team getting good kills, but also, you know, not too many players up here. And now the Uber coming out from blue team. And a back cap in effect as well, but looks like red team scrambling back here just in the nick of time to be able to put and stop the things. And the red medic going down, so excuse me. I like that kill from Snack Attack, taking down Peter with good revolver, and then some pretty good spy dodging, going around, changing his disguise once again. And Vincent Vega is looking out for him. Oh, there's the backstab and the stab, so good stuff. Going to be able to get out of there just fine. And then a little coverage from the soldier, doing good damage to Vincent Vega. He's just going to run back to the respawn cabinet. It'd be interesting to play Highlander without the Uber charge, I feel. I don't know, maybe just force the medics to go Crits Creek only. Because it seems like, you know, especially on these 5 control points, you know, using the Uber to get penetration into enemy territory, essentially. Because there's so many players in between, it's easier to just kind of back up and just push back over and roll them over. Here goes the Gunslinger. Blue with a strong attack here. But very nice gunslinger and engineer work from Hildreth, using the Frontier Justice and then getting sniped down. Frontier Justice not so helpful if you don't have any kills or assists. Nice dispenser. And Endix could go for the point right here. Gets the medic, and it's just Scout versus Pyro. I mean, Red Team has a lot of numbers right now, and if that teleporter is up, you basically just keep continued pressure on the blue team and hopefully get a kill here. But sloppy stuff from the red soldier and taken out with ease. That's right, I called you sloppy. Red team down 3 players, so now they're going to have to be a little bit cautious. But again, the red medic using the Vitasaw to keep his Uber charge, so he's doing just fine, maintaining a bit of an advantage. Again, we're in a little bit of standoff position as we just, you know, wait for the halftime clock ticking down. Actually, the round clock as well, which almost never see that round clock come into effect whatsoever. I don't know, it's pretty pointless in my opinion. I'd rather just have the halftime map listed up top. And this is a very strong push from Red Team. Finally, the Uber coming out from Blue Team. The Pyro doing a good job of air blasting people away. And the Red Team having to come in here once again. Good equalizer on the point. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. So 2-1. Announcer was still rambling about 2 minutes left on the mission. Players calling for a pause, which I think, yep, we do have a pause in effect. And look at all those pretty little players. Oh my god. And now we're back. The HUD on the side you can see is messed up, as well as the player animations. Player animations get messed up. Anytime there's a pause and a restart, or you skip to a different tick in the demo, a lot of times it just messes up the animations. But usually by the time they start firing or doing, you know, trigger a different animation, it restarts. And I guess that was a Girardi critical hit. Blue Team Spy is probably back at some point, but you know, the reload, the HUD will show when he's back in this game. And I'm sure Lucky Luke will do that whenever it's convenient. So Red Team taking good control of this middle point and gaining the upper hand again. Been a very back and forth match. And Inglorious Broadcasters with a 2-1 lead up to this point. Trying to poke in through the through the ramp room. That's pretty funny. Dueling gunslingers.
The control point is being contested.
And now the other one shooting Bolt from behind. Should grab that health pack route. He doesn't really need it though. So it looks like Professor Oak is finally starting to get back in this game. So we will have 9-on-9 once again. Red Team coming in strong here. I mean, they can tie this game up before halftime. Get pressure on the point. Oh, blowing back, blowing back. Wow. And I think the Pyro is trying to air blast people. It definitely seemed like the Wrangler in effect. Not really doing much. I think he's still rocking the Frontier Justice as well, so it seems. I don't know, man. I personally like using the gun, the regular shotgun for the most part, with the gunslinger, because then you can just get a lot more aggressive with your 6 shots. But of course, the critical hits on the Frontier Justice are pretty OMG awesome. And Red Team, slight number advantage right now, just trying to pressure in once again. Index gets caught though. Good headshot. Nice sniping from Johnsy all game. Wiggles has had some good shots as well. And yeah, that is the spy. I was just trying to make sure. Couldn't quite tell while he was on flames. Professor Oak, you can actually see his stats in the top left hand. And a pretty good bomb. Gets 2 players, but you got to focus that medic down a little bit more, especially, you know, you got him down to 90 health. If you can pressure the early Uber from him, it's much more better. So there's the HUD reload scheme. If you're not familiar with that command, anytime you're spectating a live game, if your HUD gets messed up or if it's not showing all the players, HUD_reload scheme. Yes, indeedy. I wrote graffiti. And blue team is holding on for fierce defense. Cowbeef and Wiggles and Professor Oak kind of combining there. Wiggles went down. Sorry, Professor Oak went down. But blue team with a lot of kills. Just playing a little bit of defense. The spy is back there. Oh, and spotted.
Time has been added.
There's the Girardi. So spy is going to get tracked down by a combination of Pyro Sniper here. Don Newman and Wiggles. Hildreth also asking for a confirmation on the format, which yes indeed you guys are going to have another 30 minutes after this. But also, you know, I mean, you know, UGC Highlander playing hour-long matches. They play once a week, you know, so having 2 hour-long matches in a week is, you know, maybe a lot for some players, but 1 hour-long match, you know, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's a little team bonding time, you know. Blue team trying to get another you know, round point in here before this halftime kicks in. Gonna have to be fairly aggressive with it, but this early Uber is not gonna help them. Good equalizer kill by Cayenne there. But you know, I don't know. You know, your soldier, you gotta play a little bit more close. I think you can do more damage. Looks like there's halftime, so. Check back for part 2. You know, long upload times, but it'll be up very shortly after this. I'm going to do the commentary right now, and it's going to be fantastic, exciting times, guys. So check out that Netflix offer. Again, a reminder about that. Use our referral code. And yeah, oh my God, Telefrag, what's that? Big shout out to Lucky Luke for doing this. And yeah, you know it, guys. We will be seeing you on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Peace out.